The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
Welcome back into the Wicked Weed studio. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene, and this is the Sportsocracy brought to you by Wicked Weed Brewing. Check them out at wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different, and NFL draft coverage rolls on here, team by team, 7-round mock drafts. Subscribe to the Sportsocracy to get all of the videos, to get you access to all of the draft prep, and put you in the community for the live draft coverage all 3 days of the NFL draft starting at 7 o'clock on Thursday night right here in the Wicked Weed studio. 7-round mock draft for the Buffalo Bills. Last year they got oh so close, ran into Kansas City. Can they make the leap? Will the draft be the difference this year for them?
I think it very well could be. In the first round, I haven't taken Asante Samuel Jr. from Florida State.
Yes.
I know this is a guy you're real fond of.
I am real fond of him because he is a cornerback that is in the range of where my Tampa Bay Buccaneers can get him. And so this really pisses me off that he comes off at number 30 to the Buffalo Bills. But he is a guy that I believe, when you're looking at this cornerback class, you're picking at the bottom of the first round. You kind of have to take the risk.
I mean, he was consistent at Florida State. I think it got to a point where teams stopped throwing at him because he was clearly the best corner on the team. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the fact he was being not thrown at has made people think he was better than he was.
Okay.
His best year, and I understand the grades went up on him every year, his best year in terms of ball hawking was his freshman year. He had 6 picks his freshman year. He had 3 the rest of his career. Or no. I got that wrong. I said that backwards. Forget I said that. He had 3 picks his senior year. He had only had 1 before that.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
He had allowed 6 touchdowns before that.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's early in the morning, and my eyes are not working. I'm sorry.
I like him, though. I think he's a good physical corner.
I do, too. I think he can be very good. I want him to be in a situation like Buffalo where he has a Tre'Davious White on the other side.
Okay.
My fear is that a team's going to take him and go, hey, that's our number 1 guy. Nope. No, it's not. Mm-hmm. And he might develop into that. Because he has, the technique has gotten better as he's been at Florida State. As you can tell by my shirt, I am a Florida State fan, so I've watched a lot of Asante Samuel Jr. He came in as a very hyped recruit. There's definitely a lot of talent there. You can tell that he comes from, very athletic bloodlines because he is a very athletic kid. Mm-hmm. I just don't know that he's ever going to be a 1 in the NFL. I think he can be a damn good 2. Thankfully in Buffalo, that's all you're ever going to be asked to be.
Well, maybe we'll dodge a bullet on that one because we got a team full of 2s. At number 61 for the Buffalo Bills, Joe Tryon, edge rusher out of Washington. They need to up the pass rush on this defense. Is he the answer?
This guy can be very multiple. I could see him playing at linebacker off the ball. I could see him playing at D-end. Hell, I think he could play on the inside at times.
Okay.
He's just a chess piece. My biggest problem with him is he's a bull in a china shop. If he can't bully you, he can't beat you. There's not a wide range of moves, but he is a damn good bull rusher. I mean, this is a guy that even though he's only 260 pounds, ran through some of the best. I mean, if anybody in the Pac-12 can come out of this draft that's not named, Kayvon Thibodeau's not in this draft, but if there's a Pac-12 player that can be an impact pass rusher, it's Joe Tryon.
Okay.
My biggest problem is I don't know where he plays.
Can he take away snaps from Hughes and Addison?
Addison, yes. Hughes, no.
Okay.
Him on the other side of Hughes, I would like. Hughes is a little bit more athletic. He's not the bull rush guy. Mm-hmm. I kind of like this. I kind of like Joe Tryon being able to look at a lineman, a guard, or a tackle that can't deal with the bull rush and go, you are going to be my bitch today. Because if you can't handle a bull rush, he's going to eat you alive. Mm-hmm. And there is a lot of tape of him doing that.
All right, in the 3rd round at number 93, Milton Williams, defensive tackle out of Louisiana Tech. Can he be the replacement for Vernon Butler?
I believe so.
All right.
This is a guy that I like a lot.
I think that Vernon Butler thing's going to end soon.
I absolutely hate this defensive tackle class. There are virtually no defensive tackles in this class that I feel really good about. I do feel good about Milton Williams. And his dad retweeted me on Twitter. Thanks, Milton, too. I do like this guy. The biggest knock on him, he's solid build, 6'4", 280. Mm-hmm. He's a little bit of a tweener because I don't know that he can put on a whole bunch more weight, but I think he's a guy you can put on the other side of Ed Oliver. Hopefully the injury concerns and the things with Ed Oliver that I got crucified for because I'd said that he wasn't particularly good last year. Mm-hmm. I didn't say why. I just said that he wasn't good, that he didn't have a great season. I think he's a great player. I famously once said I thought the Jets should take him over Quentin Williams. And I think adding this guy to that will make this an even more formidable line and give that defense just an extra little punch.
Okay, 2 picks in the 5th round for the Buffalo Bills at 161 overall. Jacoby Stevens, safety at LSU.
You know what Jacoby Stevens does damn near better than anybody in this class?
What's that?
Defend tight ends. And you're dealing with a team in your division that just signed 2 of them. Mm-hmm. I know safety's not the biggest need. They already have Jordan Poyer. But this is a guy that in this division, I think he can be a chess piece because some teams see him as a linebacker. I don't know that he's big enough to do that, but at 6'2", 230, there's some inconsistent tape on him. He has one definitive skill set. He's not super instinctual. He's not a great reactor. He's not going to be a great high safety. He's not good, none of those things. Tight ends. You defend tight ends. That's what you do. You don't have another role in this league. You can be a gunner on special teams, all that other, but it's fine. Tight ends. And he's probably the best tight end defender in this draft, not named Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Okay. At 174, Trayvon Grimes, the wide receiver out of Florida.
Hey, you know that thing I like to say of I can't teach you to be 6'5", 220 pounds and be able to run?
Yep.
Trayvon Grimes has that. He's real big. I think he got overshadowed at Florida. Some of the tape on him was more impressive. He's a better route runner than Kadarius Toney is. Mm-hmm. Now, that's not saying much, but he is a better route runner. Kyle Trask seemed to trust him. He's going to be a red zone target, I think, from minute 1 in the NFL. And Buffalo keeps wanting to bring in wide receivers that keep me from having Gabriel Davis Day. So why won't we do it 2 times just to piss me off a little bit more?
Right, because you got him following that up with KJ Stefferson out of Jacksonville State.
Yeah, he has one role. Be real effing fast. And he does that tremendously well. This is a guy that's really raw. I could see him returning kicks. I could see him doing a lot of things. This is a developmental project guy, but he shouldn't be around when they pick. Mm-hmm. And I look at the skill set and losing John Brown, I don't buy Emmanuel Sanders. I just don't. I can't help it.
Never have.
Bills fans, I know you're going to give me shit. We don't need 2 receivers. Well, you do, because one of them's Emmanuel fucking Sanders, who is the hemorrhoid of Jeremy Greene's NFL experience.
He's okay.
He's alive. I'll give him that. I don't know why I hate Emmanuel Sanders.
Did he let you down in New Orleans?
I loved Emmanuel Sanders so much when he was in Pittsburgh because I looked at him and I was like, that was one of the first guys I ever found, by the way. Okay. That was one of the first guys I ever watched a bowl game and went, hey, I can do the scouting thing because that kid right there is pretty effing good. Uh-huh. Everybody on this field knows it's going to him, and it doesn't matter. They can't stop him. And I scream from the rooftops, he is going to be a good NFL receiver. And every place he's gone since, I've hated him a little bit more. And then he just kept me from having Gabriel Davis Day, so fuck him.
Really?
I actually like him as a guy. It's just I hate this fit in Buffalo. I hate the fit in Buffalo so much.
All right. So KJ Stefferson, he's
real
just fast.
Yeah, he's real fast.
Okay.
He needs a lot of work, but he's one of those. It's another slot guy. I think, as time goes on, you're going to need another slot. Because we're getting to a point in the NFL where you're going to have 2 of them.
Yeah.
And this is a guy who's super raw, played at Jacksonville State, low level of competition, but he does one thing real good. He's real good at being real damn fast. Real well.
In the 7th round, you got him taking a guard out of BYU, Chandon Herring.
If I could cut the 2019 tape just off the world to where it didn't exist, he'd be a day 2 pick.
Okay, but doesn't that show growth?
No, because he was better in 2018.
Oh.
He played 3 years.
Oh.
2018, best tape he ever had.
Really?
Last year, pretty damn good. Right beside Brady Christensen, which makes me nervous as hell.
Okay.
In between that, dog shit. Just flaming, hot dog shit. Which is the reason that you can get him here.
Yeah.
The fear that I have with Chandon Herring is that I'm afraid that there were so many players on that offensive line was ridiculous. Mm-hmm. That'll be the best offensive line Zach Wilson ever plays behind, at least in terms of how good they are to the competition you're playing, which makes me a little nervous with him coming to my Jets. But I'm afraid he got hidden a little bit. I think he's a gigantic human. I can't teach you to be 6'7" and 310. I think he can play both interior line spots. This is a guy that a developmental project. This is a guy that you tuck away on the practice squad for a year and just let him learn. Because I think he's going to need the culture shock of competition is going to be a big deal to him. That being said, there's very good tape. His feet are good. He's a good pulling guard. I could see this being a guy that really helps in the run game because he's a very good run blocker. And at this point in the draft, he's a flyer, and he's a flyer that could ultimately be a starter. I would say he's a year away from being 2 years away. But I think he could be a starter in this league.
I tell you, it's another good class. You have put together so many good mock drafts in this that I don't really hate any of them for any team.
You want me to tell you how you can learn to hate them? Change your icon on YouTube to a team logo, and you will.
And everybody hates them.
All of them.
I get it. Everybody hates them.
God, I had a Bengals fan last night.
I think this is another good class, and here's the thing I like most about the Buffalo Bills is they're getting off of the trap that they're in of drafting a running back.
I don't know.
Because
I don't think they need a running back.
A lot of mock drafters have them taking running backs, and they have tried this 3 years in a row.
The problem with this running game is not Devin Singletary and Zach Moss.
Right.
And it wasn't T.J. Yeldon, and it wasn't Frank Gore, and it was. I keep doing this. The problem is that you have you're the best runner on your team, and the guy that this team is built for is your quarterback. So I don't know that anything about that's ever going to change. Now, do I think it's going to get better this year? Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. I think they're going to be a better running team this year than they were last year.
Because they picked up Matt Breida?
No. No,
that was rhetorical.
That's almost like saying, "Hey, your house looks better." Yeah, I bought a new car. And those two things don't have shit to do with each other.
Buffalo Bills sitting atop the AFC. I think this is a good haul for them, and they continue to be on the path of threats to make Super Bowl 55? 55, yeah.
I stopped caring what
54.
number Super Bowl was
56?
a long time ago.
56. I think it's 56.
11.
It's too early in the morning. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. We will be live for all 3 days of the NFL Draft right here in the Wicked Weed studio. Hit that subscribe button. Get all of our draft prep content leading you up to the big day. Coverage will begin at 7 o'clock on Thursday night. We'll see you next time.